He was the court composer of the Austrian Empire, acclaimed, wealthy, favored by Emperor Joseph II himself. He dined with aristocrats. He taught future legends. He was, for a time, Vienna's musical elite. His name was Antonio Salieri. Aha, Salieri. Now, there's a name you've heard, perhaps in whispers, in rumor, in a jealous shadow cast long after the man was gone. And then came him, Mozart. Young, brash, unruly Mozart. Mozart who played like an angel and acted like a fool. Mozart who mocked tradition, ignored etiquette, and stole the audience every time his fingers touched a keyboard. Now, the story, well, the rumor goes like this: that Salieri, green with envy, plotted against his younger rival, that he sabotaged him, poisoned him, that he, not time or poverty, killed Mozart. A juicy tale, so juicy, in fact, that centuries later, playwrights and filmmakers ran with it, gilded it, won Oscars for it. But history, that quiet voice that outlives drama, whispers a different story. Yes, Salieri and Mozart were rivals, but not enemies. Yes, they were different, but Salieri often praised Mozart's genius, even taught his son after his death. Yes, Salieri struggled in his old age, but on his deathbed, he denied the murder story as madness. In fact, the most surprising truth of all may be this: Salieri outlived Mozart by decades, but his fame faded, his works forgotten. And Mozart's, like a phoenix, rose from poverty, obscurity, and scandal, and his music to immortality. As for Salieri, the man thought to have tried to silence Mozart is remembered only because of him. What a reminder that God's plans outshine the fleeting applause of men. Antonio Salieri had fame, wealth, and power, yet history remembers him mainly in the light of another's brilliance. Mozart's story, too, was full of hardship, poverty, and misunderstanding, yet his music rose to immortality. That's the beauty of God's design. He weaves even rivalry, rumor, and seeming failure into a tapestry that glorifies his gifts. Both men bore talents given by the Creator, and each life, though marked differently, served a purpose greater than themselves. Sometimes we feel overlooked, like Salieri, or misunderstood, like Mozart. But Scripture reminds us that a man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men. Whether our role is to blaze brightly for a moment or to quietly influence others, God's plan for us is always good. In the end, true greatness isn't measured by fame, but by faithfulness to the gift God has placed in us. And now that you know the rest of this story, you have a story to tell.